Hi, I'm Random Trashy and welcome to my Airsoft channel. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favourite pieces of kit, the kit that I always just go to, pick up and use without any second thought that there's going to be any problems with it. It is my Warrior Assault Systems DCS rig. Here it is in Crime Multicam. I've got a lot of accessories on here, so I will be going through what they are, why they've been added and what usage they have. If you are interested in getting one of these and you don't want to see the rest of the video, you're already sold, head over to UK Tactical. They've got these in a ton of colours, both ATAX, Black, OD, Crime Multicam and Ranger. I really like the coyote colour as well, so don't forget about that. Go over there, check it out. They are the #1 retailer for Warrior Assault Systems kit. They've got absolutely everything you're ever going to need. So this is my rig. I've had it for about a year, maybe 2 years. It has had an absolute ton of usage. Monthly games at my local site. It's been to the Valley in -5. I was up at Stanter last weekend in a boiling heat, and it's just done so well for me. It's been a phenomenal, really nice piece of kit. And just before we get going about my particular vest, just about Warrior and the vests in particular, they are NTOA certified. So I've done a little bit of research into this, and essentially Warrior pay some money. They send their product to these guys over in the States that comprise of special forces guys, law enforcement, military guys, all sorts of companies, and they literally run the equipment into the ground. And if they pass this test, they get NTOA certified. So well done, Warrior, for going through the torment of having your kit vigorously tested and passing. The DCS is a full military spec plate carrier, so that means that you can put soft plates in here, you can put hard armour plates in here. It's capable of taking side plates as well for protection around like your lower abdomen and around the sides. So if you are military, or if you're special forces or police or anything like that, and you're considering running one of these vests, they are certified and they are capable of being used in that way. I use it for Airsoft. It's a fantastic piece of kit for me. One, you get, you know, kit that's used by the military, so it's as good as it can be, but at the same time it's also very light, very durable, and with the soft plates that I carry in here, it keeps it at a nice weight for me to be able to still move quickly and get the look and realism of having a full plate carrier on. Just a little bit more detail, I guess, going into the front and back plate. What you essentially do is just lift up this Velcro flap at the bottom. I'll just pull that open. Hopefully you can see it's quite tough. Hasn't been opened in a while. And you just can slide the plate out. So this is like the soft foam plate that I have in mind. And if you wanted, you could replace that with a ballistic plate, whether that be soft or hard armour. They do sell them on UK Tactical, so whether it's going to be for military use or not, or whether you just want to run some hard plates in there for some added realism and be an absolute Terminator out in the field, then you can do that. So it's as simple as that if you do want to change the plates over. My vest, when I first got it, come with these stack of 3 M4 Velcro type mag pouches across the front. You can get these in a quick release top, and they do them for a variety of magazines as well. So if you didn't want this style, or you wanted like the bungee style mags, you can get that, and you can also get them for a variety of magazines. So they come with these 3 across the front and 2 of these single pouches, which can be moved around on the mold system, so they can go all the way around the side or on the back or wherever you really want them. And the vest also come with 2 of these as well, which are these side medic pouches. I use these for absolutely everything. These are just a great accessory just to come with the vest. So I just open this one up, unzip from the top, and in there you can see I've got my notepad for taking notes when I'm out, and you see you've got this little pocket on the front, loads of storage in the middle, and these bungees on the back. The bungees on the back actually are something that, you know, not very many people look at or use, but I find a way of tucking loads of stuff in there. They're great for, you know, wedging a smoke in and still having all of that storage in the middle. I've put protein bars in there. I've got this little miniature bottle of BBs that I have for backup when I'm out sniping. They wedge in there really nicely. It's just a great touch, and it makes this pouch on the side just, you know, really utilisable. You can just always throw a ton of stuff in there. So it comes with 2 of them and 5 mag pouches across the front. And also you've got this interior pouch here, which is you know, sits on the inside hip of your vest, and that's for a radio. As you can see on mine, I am using the Warrior Assault System short radio pouch. If you're using a Baofeng or anything around that size, it fits absolutely perfect. It means that the antenna's tucked away around my back, and it keeps it out of kind of my way of fire, especially if I'm laying down prone and I'm trying to get some quick shots off on the sniper. It means nothing's up in my face. Moving around to the back of mine, normally this is plain. As you can see, tons and tons of mole on the back. So if you do want to attach things like hydration pouches, you can put grenade pouches on here, you can put absolutely anything on the back of this vest, you can. I've got an I.E.D. pouch on the back here. Might be a bit strange, some of you may think, but it works out really well for me. I've found that people that have I.E.D. pouches on the front, someone asks them for information, they're instantly tucking in like this, and their head's down and their gun's away from their hands. With this, when I'm with my spotter, I normally crouch down. If someone's asking for radio codes or latest intel, I will cover my spotter, and my spotter will retrieve that information for me. It means that one of us is keeping a constant heads up rather than us facing one another, and you know, being taken out or potentially not paying attention. So, you know, moving around the vest, you know, you could run on this side that other pouch that comes with it. I haven't got mine on here. I've actually got it mould onto my direct action Dragon Egg. Moving around, I've got probably one of the coolest pieces of kit that I've ever bought, and for such a good price. This is the universal holster from Warrior Assault Systems. The whole vest is Warrior Assault Systems. I haven't gone to any other brands. Essentially, this is a universal holster. You clip your pistol in here, and then you tighten up the Velcro, and it gives it a real snug, tight fit. And you've got this lock-in system. And if you need to withdraw the holster, you just put your hand down the side like that, depress that handle on the back, and then pull your gun straight out of that. So really, really good buy. It means that if you want to run different pistols in the future, you can. I've got friends of mine that run 1911s in these. I'm running an M&P 40. I've got friends of mine that run Glocks in these, all the way from the 43 all the way up to the 17, 18, 19. So you can pretty much stick anything in that, which is really, really good buy for about £30, considering if you're going to pay out for Black Hawks and that sort of thing, you could run into a lot of cost. Over the shoulder here, you probably wanted to know what this is. This is for my single point sling. Rather than running anything around my neck, anything that's going to sort of catch any of my clothing, you know, sometimes I wear my ghillie and that sort of thing, and I run this underneath. This is a really nice, fast, quick release single point sling. Runs over your shoulder. It takes a lot of weight off of your back or from around your neck if you're running anything around there. If you look at the back here, you've just got this little tab. It just pulls into one of the little mole loops. Runs over the shoulder within the padding as well, so it keeps it nice and square over your shoulder. Runs down the front. There's a little bit of elastic in there as well to give it a little bit of give. I have noticed a few times where I've quickly dropped my gun down to pull out a grenade or something like that, or go for a reload quick, and I've just let go of the gun, and that just absorbs some of that shock. Down here you've got a quick release carabiner, so you know, if this end is attached to your gun, like mine is, it attaches to the back of the amoeba really nicely. I can just quickly whip that off if I need to put my gun down. Moving across the front panel, I've got a little Innova red LED. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but really, really good little reading light, especially if you're looking at maps and stuff like that, if you've got your MV on. Then I've got my Viper white light, trusty little bit of kit. I've had this for such a long time now. Runs on an AA, lasts for absolutely ages. I've got my PPT for my Baofeng up just on my shoulder here. Works really, really well. It means that it's completely clear of any movement that I've got whilst bringing up my rifle. And if I need to, I can keep that wedged up and just quickly talk into my comms. It works really well prone here as well. And then coming up over the shoulder strap, I've got my earpiece. This is the clear tube security type. It was really, really cheap. Works really, really well. I've got friends that run sword-ins and contacts and all these other things, and to me it just seems like a ton of grief for a ton of money. So definitely recommend them. Works really, really well with the Warrior kit. So that's a brief overview, I guess, of everything that I've got on there. Would like to mention, you know, the padding and the mesh on the back of these vests. As you can probably see in there, you've got this kind of like hex mesh that runs down the back. The thing is, it's not a dense mesh at all. It's got a lot of air in there, and it allows a lot of circulation on your back. The last game I was at was really, really hot. and it just allowed so much ventilation through the back. A lot of my friends were taking off rigs and stuff, and their backs were soaked, and they were just sopping, soggy rigs, and I didn't have that at all, so it just allowed the rig to breathe and allowed a lot of air to circulate around my back, even though I was carrying a lot of weight. It's just been a phenomenal piece of kit, you know. It's made of Kedora material, so you know it's not going to rip or tear or anything like that. You know, the Velcro pouches, you know, as you can see, there's no rubbish in the Velcro like you get with some cheaper Velcros. You know, there's no just sort of bits of material or anything in there. It's nice and short. The elastic on the pouches still is really, really strong. You know, there's loads of bungee sort of still in there. You know, none of this is frayed. You know, I haven't trimmed any of this material or anything like that at all. I mean, you can see from the side, the Velcro on there is still absolutely as good as new, and it has had a ton of usage, this vest, a real ton of usage. You know, and I guess that's why it flew through the NCRA testing. It's just been an absolutely solid piece of kit. I can't praise it enough, you know, and as I say, all the accessories are Warrior. I've just gone straight back to Warrior. It's easy to pick up their kit. You know, you speak to UK Tactical, it gets sent out, you know, that day, if not the next day. All of my stuff from Warrior's turned up within a few days. It comes in these really nice air sealed little bags with Warrior printed on the front. They come with all the labels for the Cry Multicam and for the Kedora material. It's just phenomenal kit. I really am so happy with it. So you know, I know there's quite a few reviews out there for these. I don't think very many of them go into, you know, having them for a long time, living with them, working with them. You know, I'm quite slim. I'd say I'm quite a small build in comparison to some of the other people that I play with. I'm not saying any of you are fat, but you know, the bigger lads. And there's tons and tons of adjustment on here. I mean, just opening this up, so you've got these nice loops at the bottom, which means it's really easy to get the rig off. Literally lift them up like that. I'll just try and hold this up with one hand, and then you've got your straps on either side, and then you just literally pull that open, and in you get, and then you just Velcro that back up. Trying to do this one-handed, and then drop that front pouch back down, and you're ready to go. In the case of an emergency, you can just pop this clip here. I've got my radio cables running through it, but you can pop that, and obviously it's going to release the shoulder strap to relay to get out. A lot more adjustment around the back. It's very difficult for me to show you because I run my radio cables through here, but when you lift this flap up the back, there's a ton of adjustment around the back, so if you do need to open that waistband right out, it's definitely going to fit you. So yeah, that's really pretty much it. You know, tons of adjustment, great material, very reliable, good company to buy from. You know, I've had no grief with them at all. They're just one of the companies that just sends you your kit out. You know it's going to turn up, you know, within a few days. UK Tactical, I will make sure that I drop you a comment on this as well, you know, and drop some tweets and stuff, because you guys have been fantastic. You know, the kit from Warrior is just absolutely solid. So yeah, I can't really praise it enough, really. I love it in multicam as well. You know, I rock it underneath my ghillie. It works really well. And then all the other days where I'm out rolling with my team, you know, in the multicam material, it just works so well. So yeah, that's a brief overview of my personal DCS and my opinion on them. They do tons of other rigs. You know, if it isn't the sort of one for you, definitely go and check out some of the other stuff by Warrior on UK Tactical. They do a few different designs. They've got new stuff coming out all the time. They're always working on innovating and pushing forward. You know, and the other thing is, you know that they're solid because they've gone through that NCRA testing. So thank you very much for watching. Obviously, if you have any questions, please feel free to just drop them in the box below. You know, if you are going to contact Warrior, if you're going to contact UK Tactical, you know, say that I sent you. It'd be a nice thing, you know, just to see that there's some people watching my videos and then going out and checking out the companies. If you do get DCS, you get a really cool setup. I'm going to be doing some new features where I'm talking about other people's kits and speaking to some other guys about their kit. So yeah, if you do get a really cool setup, make sure you send me a picture and a link to a video or something like that. I hope that's enough information for you. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon.